to abort it, I'm gonna fucking do that.
Yeah, so if I don't want to own a slave, but you want to own a slave, am I supposed to just sit around and say that's okay?
Do not sit here in front of a microphone and compare owning a slave to me, you white fucking bitch. You have no idea to sit here and say this shit to me.
What you're arguing is that child doesn't have the same right to life as his or her mother, because you have decided, and what you said during your comments was that if I got pregnant and chose not to have an abortion, I can do that, but you can choose to have abortion because the mother gets to decide the value of that person. That's exactly what happened in pre-Civil War America. You could choose to assign value to Black Americans depending on what you felt like. You could say, oh, I am against slavery because I know these people are human beings that have value and no one has the right to own another human person. But if I was a plantation owner in the South, I could say, yeah, they have some value, but they don't have full value because I deem it. It's a slippery slope.
And come into this conversation where Kristen is comparing choosing to abort a child is the same thing as like owning a slave. Yeah, and
can you let Shalon expound, because I would love to hear a Black woman's perspective.
Let's see what Shalon says. First, let's call as these people that call themselves pro-life are really anti-abortion, but can care less about life after they've been born. Let's just start there. Oh yeah, such a good point. They're so pro-life, but and I feel like we compare this a lot with politicians too, right? A lot of our politicians end up being very pro-life, always pro-life. They're always talking about pro-life, right? But yeah, they want you to be born, but then they don't want to do anything about you after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Now, but
yeah,
hold on. Let me. Can I know she said let's start there, so we're probably gonna get to this part. But I just want to know the jump to go. I'm a little impressed a little bit, because I've never ever like thought about abortion and pro-life and pro-choice. And when you know what, if it's your choice to abort a child, it was also your choice to own a slave. Like I don't, I know it's a false equivalency, but man, to get to that point, someone's thinking outside the box.
So the creativity that it took to get there, unmatched.
I gotta be real though, as a person who makes an effort to making hot takes and takes that stick that are controversial and make your head go, what? Bipolar sounds like fun has nothing on this. At the risk of losing all of you as friends.
What are you gonna say?
Can we not see her point though? Like,
all right, here we go. Go.
Hold on.
You just made it interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. She's saying, right, that. Okay, hold on. I gotta get this out the way. I have to say this. All right. Is abortion killing a baby? Because I think that's what you get at, right? Like, her argument is that you're killing a baby, right? That's why she's pro-life, because you're killing.
Yeah,
so we're gonna argue about when a baby, when a fetus becomes a baby, but
right.
Is she? I get what she's saying though. Like, it's your choice to recognize whether it's murder or not. I get that. I don't like the slavery equivalency, because that's the part that's nasty work. You know what I mean? Like, see right here, look. She just said it. I didn't read that before that. Comparing anything to slavery is a reach. This is nasty. That's the part that's nasty, and that's the part that's going. Hell, slavery did not need to be brought into this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have left that one at home. We didn't need that.
Yeah.
But
no one needed to talk about that.
But the idea that you can argue that pro-choice people are making the choice to ignore that they're killing. If we don't want to say fetuses, we could say, I mean, we don't say babies, we could say fetuses. They are killing them. I'm not saying it's murder. I don't have this higher morality thing that the pro-lifers have. You know what I mean?
I think one, it is a false equivalency, obviously, because you're comparing. One thing we can guarantee is that the slave is. There's no argument that that's a human adult, living. There's a lot of debate around a baby in a fetus. When does life begin and all that stuff, And I don't know where I necessarily stand on that. I know that there's a lot of science surrounding it. And I know one thing that I have learned is that it's not such an easy conclusion to arrive at. If we pride ourselves as a country on like freedom and freedom of choice and all these things, after seeing what giving birth is and what it entails for a woman, and being someone that doesn't have to go through that, I don't see where it is that I fall into that to determine what someone else does with their body. Especially like Shalon said, when I'm not going to be there afterwards for that individual. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you right now, after seeing what my wife went through, I promise you, if I was a woman, I would not. No.
You wouldn't have the baby?
I wouldn't aim for pregnancy. I wouldn't aim for children at all.
You think this is you think it's the wrong time for me to say I don't think childbirth is that hard?
I want to cancel you. Me right now. What is wrong with you?
Can I take myself out the podcast? I think y'all will be by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
No, Martin, I'm going with you. Get out of here. I can't be associated with this man. This is crazy. What do you think this is?
Ain't that what y'all supposed to do?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
Yo, I will say, like, I love you and you're a smart man, but my gosh, that statement, my friend, you're wrong. I will say that you're wrong. So the point is, these people call themselves pro-life, but I was saying before, they're really anti-abortion. And let's be honest, the reason that they're anti-abortion is very much political. They want to have more white babies be born because the white population is getting smaller and minorities are getting larger. Most of them don't want to pay for health care for the poor people that need to take care of their children. They are the first to put someone for death penalty. None of that is pro-life. But then if you want to talk about the medical side,
wait, I've never thought of this. This is a great topic to further explore one day. Is the states that are pro-life, do they also have death penalties in these states? Because those two things wouldn't make sense at the same time.
Yeah, I think that they do, because I think that those are more conservative states, and usually those conservative states do have the death penalty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I never really considered that either, but that is a really great point.
Did y'all wake up to wear the same shirt?
You could come back, probably, We used to share headphones to listen to music together. So.
I was about to say something else that we shared one time.
Wow. Why? I feel like you just do it to yourself, man. Pause on top of that, but I feel like that was you, bro.
What did he do? Where did he go? Yo, don't break my interface, bro. Don't break that joint.
Clear that up, bro. Clear that up, bro.
I was gonna say something else we shared.
Clear that up, bro.
I was just joking, y'all. It's just jokes. It's just jokey jokes. I cleared it. We're just joking out here. All right.
Yo,
So, but then if you want to talk about the medical side of these laws,
are we Eskimo brothers, Joe? Don't answer that.
so then there's the last part of her message. But then if you want to talk about the medical side of these laws, these anti-abortion laws, we can definitely get deep into that too. I'm ready. Wow. You see, this is like Shalon is like doing papers and part of redefining our healthcare system right now.
That's a very dope take, and I don't think anybody. I feel like a lot of the conservatives kind of hide that under their talking narrative, where it's like, well, we're pro life and stuff like that. But a lot of the stuff that they talk about kind of lends to it being less of a pro life thing and you're being more of an anti-abortion thing. And I never thought about it that way.
Melissa said, abortion is a gray area. I know people who were told 3 months plus that their baby would not make it and could kill the mother carrying the baby. So the right choice is to abort. Right. That's what makes this difficult. You can't have these laws that are just these blanket statements and stuff. And that's what I mean. Like, I can't. How am I going to enforce something that is impeding on someone's choice in a country where we say that you have the freedom of choice? You know, like that. And again, after seeing what my wife went through, I am how am I in the room to make any decision like that? I can't be.
How do we as men know how bad it is for girls to go through labor? Like, if you never gone through it, how do you know? We gotta take their word for it. I tore my ACL once, and that joint was mad painful. So, worse than
Oh my
ACL.
gosh. Yo, do you realize that like things come out of their body, like intestine type of stuff comes out of their body?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that comes out.
God, and then if they need oh my gosh, a C-section.
Now that
A
one,
C-section is one of the
that
most
one
horrific
hurts.
things.
That's a surgery at that point. The C-section
That
is
one
different.
hurts.
A C-section is a surgery. They're cutting you open.
How is that?
That one is a painful
Yeah.
one.
Yo, bro, are you crazy? The other one is
I don't think I'm
Yeah.
saying something controversial here.
painful.
The C-section is more painful than the other birth.
I think that I don't think
How do you?
because
How do you know this? Have you had?
I think it comes down to whether they take the epidural. I think it comes down to the epidural. I don't
No,
think
it
you can just
doesn't.
say that.
Sometimes the epidural is painful.
This is
Joe, read this to me. Read it out loud to me. Read it to me out loud. Read it with your loud voice. And then say my name at the end of it, like it's there.
Yo, pause. What's wrong with you? I'm not doing this. What's wrong with you?
Do you realize a lady's vagina is stretching canal?
Do you realize
It's
that?
a legit
Kano?
question to you. There's a legit question to you.
So
I know
that
when
you
to stop.
realize?
I know when to
Have
stop.
you ever had your?
I know
have
you
you
when
ever
to
had
stop. I'm
your,
gonna
your penis stretched?
stretched. No, never.
At least
Kid,
the
not my-
horizontal way.
Not my kink. Sorry. No lie. Also, abortions are, again, statistics. Correlation does not mean causation, but there are stats that show us that support that countries that have abortions later on, those generations which were aborted, where there were abortions, the crime rate lowers significantly.
Really?
You might want abortion for a healthy society. Yeah, because if you think about it, who are you forcing to have children? Probably people that can't afford it or aren't in a position to have children.
So essentially, children that have a higher statistical rate of turning to things like crime and stuff like that later on.
Because you have people who are addicts, who are, criminals, who are very, very, very impoverished, displaced, mental illness. You know what I mean? And then they're really not in a place to have children, but they're being forced to have children. And like Shalon said, there are no real safety nets for them once they have them. So
Right. Right. It's pro life until after they're actually born. Makes no sense, but yet you're pro life,
You see how
but
I
you're
think about
willing.
things?
You're so smart, man. You're willing
Now,
for
how
women
do
to
we
lose
know
her
it
life.
hurts like that?